This is what I call God's country. Well, we made it to the top, and holy cow, this is the top of the world, man. Probably 3/4 of the way up now.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Outlaw Country. Glad to have you all here. Listen, it's that time of the week. It's time for another review, and chosen a pretty cool product this time again. I'm pretty excited about this one. This is some pretty wild technology. And as you all know, I'm not a huge technology buff or nut. I'm kind of old school, but I sure do like to get my hands on some of this new modern technology and try this stuff out. And I'm willing to learn how to use it. So this here is this company BINOCK reached out to me for this review, and they asked if I would consider doing a review of this particular product, which is a digital night vision scope. This scope can be mounted on your rifle. It can be used as a monocular handheld. It's got a ton of different applications. Okay, obviously before I agreed to do this review, I checked BINOCK out just to check out their product a little bit to make sure that it's a good quality unit and something that's relevant to Outlaw Country, and it certainly is. BINOCK makes a real high quality product, and this particular unit has a wide range of uses. I've seen this used for people that are into paintball, airsoft, people hunting, where it's legal to hunt using night vision. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe there's areas in the United States that you can hunt predators at night, and something like this on top of your rifle, man, this is quite the unit. So I'm gonna go through this thing briefly with you guys. You know what? I'm not going to get into all the specs and details on the lenses and the screen and all that kind of stuff like a lot of the other people do that review products. You guys, again, I'm just providing you guys information and my personal opinion of these products after I've used them. And if you want all the details and stuff, you can find all that stuff online. I'm not going to pretend that I know what I'm talking about when I talk about all that stuff. But anyways, this BINOCK unit is, as I say, it's a monocular. It's digital. It's digital night vision with IR. Okay, and this has I believe four picture modes of IR. So you've got your different background settings. I'm going to show you some clips of this thing being used at night. Super high visibility and darkness up to 600 meters, and I have tested that out. IPX7 waterproofing, so you can't drop it in the lake, but can certainly get damp and wet. Another cool thing about this, you guys, really cool with this binocular, is this is Bluetooth compatible. So you simply download, there's a QR code in there. You scan that, you download the app, and you can hold that night vision, have this night vision binocular wherever you want it, and you can view it on your phone. So you don't have to look through the eyepiece. So, if you're using it, for instance, in an application like I use it, for just viewing wildlife and stuff at night, I can't hunt. You can just hold it or mount it on a tripod or whatever, and use it as like a scope, sort of like a spotting scope, and then it'll Bluetooth right to your phone, and you can view on your phone and set all the settings and zoom in and everything on your phone. So okay, so what I've done here now is I've got the NVG50 connected to my phone, and there's, I'm holding the 50 up in my hand here. As you can see, back in the forest it's dark, but with the NVG50 you can see pretty much clear as a bell, and it's recording right now. So as I said, this thing does record. You can see up in the top right hand corner we're 1 minute into recording, and yeah, man, you can see it's just like it's daylight. Very cool. I love things that can connect to your mobile device, because I personally always carry my phone out with me, and I like having that larger screen to view. It's just easier for me. So I sure like that about the NGV50. So anyways, I'm gonna just talk to you briefly about this product. This is a pretty cool unit, and I'm going to provide a link in the description to Binoc's website, and there will be a discount code as well if anybody wishes to purchase this item. And you know, again, if you're into varmint hunting or predator hunting at night and it's legal in your state, if I could hunt at night, this thing would be mounted on my gun, guaranteed. One of the key features with this, there it is. Look how tiny that thing is. All right, it's got some weight to it though. You know, it's a metal body. It's not plastic. The NVG50. One of the real key things that I love about this unit is the fact that it has, within the settings menu, it has the ability to put on crosshairs. And the crosshairs are adjustable. You can adjust them. So just basically like a rifle, you can sight your scope into your rifle. You can sight this thing into your rifle. All right, once again, no NVG50, and then now we get the NVG50, and that's got your crosshair reticle on there as well. And that's wild, man. And that reticle, that crosshair reticle is adjustable, so you can sight that in with your gun, and there's your, again, there's your different color modes. I prefer the green, and then you got your zoom, 4 times zoom. Of course it does, you do lose some clarity. Anyways, I hope that gives you guys a bit of an idea of what this thing will do, this NVG50 night vision binocular. You can put the crosshairs on or off, so if you're using a red dot scope, you might not want the crosshairs. You just want this to be able to see at night. It'll, like with your red dot scope, it just lights it up like you wouldn't believe. Super easy to use, very easy to use, very easy to set up. On the front of the side of the unit here, you've got a rubber guard, and that is where your SD card goes. So you can actually record with this as well. This is a camera. So your SD card goes in there. You don't have to record if you don't want to. And then there's your USB-C port for charging and downloading data transfer on the NVG50. And then right here, you've got your power button. You've got your IR settings button, and then you've got your zoom button. This is four times digital zoom. So every time you click that, it zooms in, zooms in, zooms in. The picture you do lose a tiny bit of quality with the picture. It does get a little bit grainy as you zoom in, but it does with most, you know, with most scopes and binoculars and whatnot. This thing has 2 batteries in the top housing of the unit, and this is how you access the batteries. You just simply unscrew this little screw tab here at the top of the unit, and your 2 rechargeable batteries are right in there. You do not need to take these out to charge them, but there is your batteries. All right, there's your 2 rechargeable batteries. Again, you can charge them right in the monocular, right in the scope. So you just plug it in and charge it. But if you have spare batteries, you can take these ones out when they die. Full-time use in IR mode, you're going to get about, I tested this in full-time use, I got about 40 minutes to 45 minutes of use, batteries are dead. But you also, which is really handy with this unit, is on the other side of the unit, you've got another little plastic tab here, and you just simply open that tab up, and there's a DC port for an alternate power source. And BINOCK does sell alternate power sources. You don't have to buy from them. It'll adapt to any other one. But basically, you can put an alternate power source on there that holds and houses another 2 batteries. So you got even longer life of this thing. So, and of course, right here is your IR light. You know, and as with any IR system, the higher the intensity of the IR light, the more visible it is to the human eye and especially to animals and whatnot. But you know what? I'm telling you right now, I've used this quite a bit out in the field. And what I found is you don't even need to use the IR light. All right. This unit with just set on your standard IR red or green. I personally prefer, so there's color, there's red, there's green, and there's blue. And I personally prefer the green or the blue with this one. As opposed to even the color mode. I like the green. The green is your typical, what you might see in military style IRs, night vision scopes. So everything is green. And then the blue just has a real nice blue hue to it. And it just makes everything real clear. So I'm going to go through those with you guys. So there is your BINOCK NVG50. There's your eyepiece adjustable for focus. It's got a little cover on the other end. And that's for focus. You turn that to focus as well. And you know what? Super lightweight, super compact, but very durable as well. And then it also includes a USB charging station for your 2 batteries. So if you do take the batteries out there or get spare batteries, you can be charging batteries in the charging station while you're using the camera. All right. And then in here, we also get your mounting hardware. Okay, and as you can see, this mounting hardware is fully adjustable, and basically what you do is it comes with all the gear, and you can mount the camera to this mounting hardware that then would go onto a combat helmet. This part here would clip onto a combat helmet, and then it's fully adjustable. You can pull it up out of your way, you know, just like what you see in the military when they've got their combat helmet on and that eyepiece. Either some of them 1 or 2. And it flips up and out of the way. So there's your one mounting option for a combat helmet, and then your pick rail. Okay, here's your pick rail option, and it's a 2-piece pick rail option, and that would go onto any pick rail on any weapon. And it comes again with all the hardware and screws and whatnot, and it would just mount on like so, and then you can mount it on your rifle in whichever direction you wish. For your eye relief and get it, you know, closer or further away. So pretty good options there for adjusting. And there's our user manual, and there is your QR code for the app. Super easy. I love those QR codes. You don't have to go on the website or nothing. You just take a picture of that, click it. It brings you right to the NVG app, and away you go. You're off to the races. Super easy to set up. Again, just a really nice unit. You know, if I could hunt at night predators. I would certainly have this thing on my gun. I love the clarity of it, and I love the fact that it's got the crosshairs, the adjustable crosshairs in there. Check them out, you guys. BINOCK NVG50. Okay, great little unit, and I got a real surprise for you guys, because what I'm gonna do here is I am going to give away this BINOCK NVG50 that they shipped to me. Okay. Again, it's something that I can use for viewing wildlife, but I could never have this out with me in the field during hunting season because I would get fined and probably lose my hunting privileges. So I cannot use this for hunting. I'm sure there's many places in North America that you can. So I'm gonna set up a giveaway, and we are gonna give away the Binoc NVG50. Okay, the retail value on this brand new model is $500, 500 American dollars. So, they are not a low-end cheap unit. They're a great quality product. So we're going to set something up for a giveaway on this thing, and we'll likely do a raffle giveaway with the subscribers on the channel like I did a while ago. Many moons ago, I did it when I hit 500 subscribers. I gave away 2 Outlaw Country coffee mugs. And Chris, my friend Chris from Great Bear Outdoors, he won that on his birthday. And so I sent him, actually, I think I ended up sending Chris a coffee mug and a cutting board, a custom bamboo engraved Outlaw Country cutting board and coffee mug. Well, this time we're going to give away the NVG50 from BINOCK. All right, somebody's going to win this thing, and I will ship it to you. It won't cost you nothing. So check them out, NVG50 from BINOCK. Okay, if you're into predator hunting or paintball or airsoft or anything like that, or you know what, even if you've got a farm or something and you want something nice and small and compact that you can just go outside and be looking around, looking at your stock or looking at the cattle or the sheep or whatever, and just to making sure things are good out there in the fields at night, that's your unit. Nice and small, size of your hand. You can just put it in your pocket, carry it with you. So check them out, you guys. They're a great company, great product. All right. That's it. I'm going to show you some clips of this thing in use and a little bit of video of that. And that's it for today. So hope you're all doing great. Be good, be safe, be a good person, be kind, do something nice for someone one day. Okay, that's it, folks. Thanks very much.